Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's about 11 o'clock on Wednesday, August 3rd. Apologize for yesterday, no video on August 2nd. Took the day off. Same thing, they sprayed all night. Could hear them making the grid formation. Couple going north and south, couple going east and west. As they make the grid, they've already got it already grayed all up. Made it rain a little bit, if you call it that, like we harp on. And over here, little tiny hole in the grid, but it's just the same old crap. Same old crap. Here's the local paper for Wednesday, August 3rd. Look what it says. Monsoon enough. And then you get the article here. Goes on to tell you about the torrential rains and stuff, and we verified it. We videoed it. We showed you everything that was going on. There's the guy's name who was the reporter. Obviously doesn't have a clue of what and how they make the monsoon. But that's in our today's paper. It's 3 o'clock right now, showing you the northern sector. You saw the phony front page edge in the local newspaper. We've been showing you exactly how they've been making this monsoon, step by step, for a couple of years now. They got the darker layers, they spray over the top. They were spraying all last night. You could hear them going north and south, east to west. That eastern sector's already got it. We're all suited up. It's been sprinkling a little bit, but no torrential downpour. So it starts to break up a little bit in that western sector. Trying to get back in the groove. Today is Thursday, August 4th, 2016. You saw the newspaper article yesterday. You saw how they think it's a monsoon, but just look at this here. It's already fluffed out and turning into wisps and fins. Look at the edge there, it's already thinning. He's zooming in for you. Anyway, they've got it fluffed up again. They're going to do the same thing over and over and over to make you think it's a monsoon. I'm really tired of this crap. It says, leave this guys alone. Look at all this crap. This looks like it didn't even fluff right. Anyway, I'm Joseph Kleider with AscensionPathway.com on the MFA YouTube channel, bringing you another edition of Gridwork. Geoengineering, climate engineering on a daily basis. Anyway, it's the western sector. Southern sector looks clear. Eastern sector straight above me, it's all chemtrail wisps. A little bit of plume already dispersed into a plasmatic white soot. Eastern sector, they've got fluff coming this way. You can see the little gaps in between all this. See where the gaps are? Big gap here. They'll be rolling this in just like they did the last few days. There's my buddy the dove hanging out with me. He understands the soot. Northern sector, I forgot to tell you, it is 11 a.m. They've got fluff brewing in that northern sector. A lot of dispersed in that northwestern sector. So it looks like they're starting it back up with some soot, some fluff, some toxic waste, some plume, whatever it takes to get the monsoon kind of in effect. Yeah, we got ourselves a railer around noon. See if I can reel him in here. Can't seem to reel him in. There he is. You know where he's headed? Into the fluff. Look at the spewage. Pretty good spewage. There's all kinds of jets out today flying with no plume. At least none that we can see. It's 1 o'clock, eastern sector. Look what's happening. Nothing but cloudoids that keep the monsoon fraud alive. Northern sector, same thing. A lot of soot and crap back in there. Let's look at that. So you get the plate going northwest and into that western sector. Look at this. Look how they've got this. Oh my gosh. Just nothing but soot. As it all collapses, it'll turn into a canopy. Okay, we're back. It's almost 2 o'clock, it's about 1:45. You can see the chunks of the soot and the layers that they've got built up already. Okay? People need to start understanding how they make this monsoon. It's not a natural occurrence. We already know this. If you don't believe me, go to geoengineeringwatch.org. Get all the documents how they're making the weather. It's right there for you to find out. They're not hiding it at all. They just figure you have cognitive dissonance enough. In other words, you are dumbed down to the point where you're not even going to investigate this. Look at over here. You can see the soot falling because it's not raining yet. That's just soot falling from the sky. Over here, they're getting it close, so if it does come down, it's going to come down hard. They've got multiple layers. And look back over here in that southeastern sector. Yeah, what do they got? More fluffed up. People have a hard time with the fluff. Think of it like this. Put Alka-Seltzer in water, what happens? Bubbles up. Put vinegar on baking soda, what happens? Bubbles up. What makes you think that they can't bubble up some clouds and make you think it's real? Okay? It's time to wake up and tell America you're not that stupid. You don't want this anymore. Little tiny hole that all kind of maneuvering in. As this kind of comes on over, they'll have it all plugged up. Over here, this looks like they got it to soot rain. See the black? A lot of it's just soot still hanging there because it's over by the cell tower array. But it's starting to come down over there a little bit. So we're documenting this as we see it. Look at that western sector now. It's almost completely gray, darker above here. You see these lower levels. And I'm just waiting for the lightning to start happening. They haven't turned on the cell tower array yet. But you would think with all this thunder there'd be lightning, and there isn't any. So how does that compute? It's about 5:30 looking into that western sector. They did get it to sprinkle a little bit, no lightning what to speak of. You can see the soot. Just look at that bottom layer of that soot. Proof again, showing you how they create the monsoon effect when it's not a monsoon at all. It's just climate engineering at its finest. At least that's what they try to tell us. Alright, remember back over here, looking into that northern sector, all that fluff that was built up, yeah, it's all flattened in the soot. It's only been a few minutes. You can see the edge of the lower level as they continue the monsoon fraud. Because if it wasn't multi-levels, what you see beyond the soot, over here where it's lighter, should be all blue sky. But it's not. You can see the multiple layers. Panning around in that southern sector, same thing happening here. Same thing over here. Look at this in that southern sector. Look how stupid that looks. Just get a good look. Then over here, remember all the white fluff that was coming down the pipe in that eastern sector? Look at it now. How much more evidence do you really need to understand that these are not clouds? They're just man-made copies, which we call cloudoids. It's like an android. It's not real. These clouds ain't real. Look at that black soot stuck in the middle of there. But just goes to show you how it's all collapsing in the soot. And then over here, look how stupid this looks. Come on, look at that. You think that's a real cloud? My God, I think you need to be put in a FEMA camp. It's almost 7:30 p.m. I walked outside and I caught this. And I missed them. Nice fresh rail to cover in the blue spot. Look at into connecting with that rail. And they want to create something like this. Remember that eastern sector a little bit earlier? Yeah, now look at it. We actually got a Medusa. Somewhat of a Medusa. Kind of a broken apart Medusa, and it's kind of got a couple of parts. One there and one there. With the root being right down in that white soot. It's almost 7:30. Looking back at that eastern sector one last time, you can see how all that fluff is turned into partially euphumbuses and white soot, which is now turning into black soot as designated right there. So you people who think those fluffy clouds are real, you guys got to get a clue. It's not real. Look at over here in that southern sector. Look at the discoloration. You can see the layers of soot. It's just incredible. As I pan all the way around, as I head into the western sector. No more fluff, hey guys? And there's not going to be any more rain. They did their monsoon thing. But look at over here. Hidden rail. See it in there? We got ourselves a hidden rail. Just covertly spraying it up. Man, it's really wild how that soot just falls from the sky. Getting back to over here, they're going to have a hard time trying to get some rain out of that. It's just going to pollute us. Because they got a little bit of hole in the grid there, there's nothing to cake it down. Well, people, have a good night. See you tomorrow.